I'm Joanna Fletcher, and this is Journey to the Magic, the podcast all about Disney holidays. I cannot tell you how excited I am today. Our guest is an actress, she's an author, she's an all-round brilliant human, and on top of it all, the biggest Disney fan I know. That's quite a bold statement. She's also my sister-in-law. It's Carrie Hope Fletcher.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here. Mostly just to spend some time with you, G. I never see you.
I know, an uninterrupted bit of time to chat about one of your favourite things.
Yeah.
Why not?
I can't wait.
Carrie, before we really dive into this podcast,
You're looking at my ears.
You're the first guest to actually bring their own ears.
Am I?
Davina brought all of her lanyard
pins,
and all of her pins, and that, it weighed her down. So I do think you've gone for a lighter option. Yeah. Talk me through your ears.
So my ears, they're new and they're meant to be scented, but I think I've sniffed them so much they've lost their smell.
You've taken all the scent
I've taken all the smell away. So they're meant to smell like chocolate, but they don't smell like chocolate anymore, and I'm a bit sad about it. But they are my snack ears. They have Mickey ice cream, Mickey premium bars all over them, and I have a matching jumper and a matching bag, but I haven't brought them today. I thought that might be a bit too much walking through London. I'm going to the theatre after this. I thought I might look a bit mad.
I want you to wear those ears to the theatre.
Okay, all right, I might annoy the person behind me. But
I want to see a photo of you in your seat.
A photo from an angry theatre goer behind me who's tweeted it, having a go because I've been wearing my ears through the whole show.
Do they not know where they are? I paid tickets for this. And you've also brought along your bag.
I have. It's my favourite Loungefly. I'm a big Loungefly
You
fan.
are. You've got me a bit hooked now, to be honest.
And this is my Epcot 35th anniversary bag. It's got Figment all over it. It's my favourite. I love it. And I bought it when they were putting them out on the shelves, and I must have been like one of the first people to get it, because then it sold out and there was like a massive scramble to get this bag. So I feel like I need to hold on to it really tightly whenever I bring it out.
That's actually why it's here, because you won't let it out your sight.
I won't.
Just in
I won't.
case.
No.
You've got quite a lot of Disney stuff. I'd say
do.
Things from Disney parks.
It's only a recent thing though. I think I've suddenly realised that I'm an adult in charge of my own money, and so I can buy this stuff for myself and no one can say anything about it.
I was quite envious actually on our last trip in November of you going off and I'm dealing with meltdowning children and you're off buying a new Loungefly bag. I'm like, why, Carrie, why?
I have a wall now. Do you know about my wall?
Tell me about your wall.
So my lovely fiancé Joel is a big Disney fan as well, and he bought me these amazing hooks that I didn't know existed. They are Disney hooks, and they have a little curve at the top for your ears to sit on, and then a hook underneath to put your matching Loungefly on underneath. It's amazing. So I have a wall of those. So I've got them all neatly lined up in my office.
Let's be honest. I mean, I know you were engaged before he did it, but at that point, did you go, oh yeah, he really is a keeper?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. When someone says they've been to Disney more times than I have, I mean, that's a feat. That's very impressive. So I was like, oh yeah, I need to hold on to this one. He won't have a go at me when I buy another Loungefly, another pair of ears. He's an enabler. He's a Disney enabler. He's like, do it. Buy the Spirit jersey. Buy the other pair of ears. If I'm like, which one shall I buy? He's like, both. Just do both.
Well, actually, the last time we went to Disney, you had got engaged like 2 days before.
Yeah. I didn't feel sad about leaving him behind though.
No, you didn't.
Bye.
I did feel sad for him on the family WhatsApp chat.
Yeah,
though.
no, I did as well.
He was included, like we took Scott, your best mate, but we still included Joel on the chat because we didn't want him to feel left out.
No. But we do go to Disneyland Paris in a week and a half. Oh. And that'll be our first Disney trip together. I might cry my whole way round because I get emotional at Disney anyway.
Yeah.
So being with Joel and knowing how much it means to the both of us to actually be in Disney together, because it's like our happy place, but now we get to be in our happy place with each other.
Oh, with your happy people.
With our happy people.
Well, we've got a little gift for you, actually.
Stop.
I don't know whether you're going to want to wear it on this trip or on future trips, but here's a little gift.
Knowing me, I'll wear it now.
Well, you know what? If you wanted to swap ears mid-show...
Oh my God, stop!
Talk us through it, Carrie. Talk us through it.
Okay, well...
It's a podcast.
Sorry, you can't see me. I'm sorry, I
forget. Right now.
Right, I'm putting the Loungefly on the floor to get these out.
Sorry, Epcot, special Epcot.
Oh my God, we've got bride and groom hats.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also ears. I can't bear it. There's ears. Look.
Aren't they pretty?
They're so
See, those ones I feel like you can definitely do on this next trip.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And then there's bride and groom Mickey and Minnie in here as well. I can't bear it. I've not got enough hands for this, G. I can't.
So I want you to wear them when you go to Paris, if you like. But also, I want you to have the experience of going around Walt Disney World with a bride and groom thing on, because everyone speaks to you. Everyone says, congratulations. And, you get your happily ever after badge. It's honestly like everyone you get showered with love from
and
Disney lovers.
And I feel like the older you get, the more you need a reason to be the centre of attention in Disney. Because it's all about the kids.
Especially when you're going with your nephews.
It's all about the kids, right? So you've got to have a badge of some kind that says you're celebrating something to get a little bit more attention.
You'll get so much attention. I think it's incredible. Are you thinking about honeymoon destinations at the moment?
We are talking about it, yes, and they all revolve around Disney. All of them. We want to do a trip where we do all of the Asia Disneys.
Nice.
Because we've never done any of them. So we want to try and do a 2-week trip where we get Hong Kong, Tokyo and Shanghai all in one go, which I think would be amazing. And then there's Aulani in Hawaii as well.
Oh, I feel like that to me sounds like a honeymoon destination.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, any honeymoon, any trip we do, I think is always going to be, we're going to find a way to Disneyfy it, even if it's going to somewhere that isn't Disney, but wearing our Spirit jerseys whilst we're there.
I love the idea of seeing you like in the Caribbean, but still wearing your ears on the beach.
You know me, G. It'll happen. It'll happen. I'll find like tropical ears to wear out there. They'll always be themed.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about holidays in general. Although I'm going to ask this and I know where it is. Where was your last holiday to?
My last holiday was to Walt Disney World, Florida.
We didn't pay her to say that. That is legit fact.
Literally where I was. Yeah, you were with me.
And I mean, it feels like a while ago now.
It does, yeah. I feel like so much has happened in sort of like the last half of this year.
Where are you looking forward to travelling to next?
Oh, I mean, my next trip is Disneyland Paris.
It's all Disney. I'm trying to get you to talk about something else that we can go on to Disney, but it's all Disney, Carrie.
This is the thing. There's just so many people I know who I want to take to Disney. I want to because I think that's the most magical thing about Disney.
And you are very good at that, actually. You are someone who, you have that love and you want other people to experience it and love it.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard because so much of why I love Disney is nostalgic. It's because I've been going since I was a kid. And there's rides, like the Haunted Mansion is my favourite ride of all time.
Yeah.
Like the Walt Disney World one, I love it so much. But when you're introducing a 30-year-old, someone in their 30s, to Disney for the first time, it's not exactly the most sort of up-to-date ride with the latest technology, but I love it because it's something I remember going on when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's really hard sometimes to introduce someone to something when they're like, why do you like this ride? Like, why is this the one? When you've got like Tron opening up this year, or you've got like Flight of Passage that's like the latest technology, and it's like, I cried the first time I went on that ride. It was like mind-blowing, ridiculous, mind-blowing. But introducing someone to Disney is just my favourite thing in the world.
Are there specific people that you absolutely love travelling with, or do you like to mix it up all the time?
I mean, I've been very lucky to travel with so many different people, but I love travelling with you and Tom and the boys.
Even though we're chaotic.
I love it though. I love that
and
chaos.
There's always tears.
I know, it's so much. I was going to say it's so much fun. The tears aren't fun, but seeing the excitement of the boys going somewhere, and even Tom. Seeing Tom's excitement going to Disney, because he turns back into... I feel like you've got such a job on your hands when you go on the holidays with Tom, because he does sort of forget all responsibility and turns into a 6-year-old again.
Yeah, yeah.
Like watching him just want to like play lightsabers with the boys, and you're like, not, we're in a queue, stop it, put the lightsaber down, Tom.
This is not the risk assessment.
Not the time.
Says this isn't great.
But no, traveling with the boys, I think is just so much fun, and like that's the most time that I've spent with the nephews as well.
Yeah.
In a big chunk of time, so it's like a proper bonding experience, but over Disney and in the most magical place where it's just so much fun.
Yeah. And actually, I read a post the other day on Instagram about someone saying about taking kids on holiday, and them saying about Disney holidays specifically, and about the magic. Yes, all that chaos is there, but with that magic there, it's very different because there's so much to get excited about and to do and create those memories.
Any holiday is going to have that kind of chaos when you've got children.
Absolutely.
But there's always going to be something that happens on any holiday.
Yeah.
But then if you're in Disney, you get to counteract that with like a whole load of magic and a whole load of happiness.
Yeah. There's always something to distract with as well.
Yeah. Well, I remember once there was a guy who, I can't remember when this was, it was a few years ago now, but there was a guy who worked at Memento Mori, the Haunted Mansion shop, and Buzz was upset about something or other, I can't remember what. And this guy said, I've got a job for you. And he came over with a little box for a Christmas ornament or something. And he gave it to Buzz and said he needed to collect stickers. But it was like a job he had. It wasn't like for fun. It was a very important job that Buzz had to do. And all of a sudden, Buzz stopped crying and was just so invested in collecting these stickers all day. Amazing. Like, just magic. Like, that's magic in my mind.
And that's what you've seen, though, from being a kid and going to Disney.
Yeah. Disney is just so good at creating, like, magical moments. And you know how I said, like, the older you get, the more that you need a reason for people to pay attention to you. It's not actually true, because I've been in Disney just on my own. I've gone ahead of the family into a park or something. And I remember once I was being my usual dorky self and was dancing to the music in Starbucks, just like, not like full out choreo dance routine, just sort of like bopping along to this music in Starbucks. And my coffee came with an extra cake pop, and on the packet it said, "For dancing with joy." Can you believe it? And it literally just made my entire day. I was on my own, 30 years old.
I do love the family WhatsApp group, though, when it's like, you'll never guess. Yeah. And there's a little piece of magic.
People always say to me, is Disney, are you not too old for Disney? Or is Disney, can we go if we don't have kids? Yeah. I would encourage you to go without kids first to experience the magic and experience, the rides and to have that attention on you for a bit, because it's the most magical thing in the world when someone does something like that for you.
It's your chance to go and be kids and go and play and go and like fall into the magic. Are you looking forward to experiencing it with Joel?
Yeah. I can't wait, because we're so into Disney and we've had all of those experiences growing up and having that nostalgia of going to Disney parks when we were little, and we've grown up with that magic. So to now have the chance to share, because we have traditions, we have like rides that we do first.
But it's going to be interesting for you to see, you know, how you Disney differently.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it might be the first time we ever argue.
Imagine.
It might be the first time we ever disagree with each other.
Imagine if he wants to go out around Epcot the wrong way.
The wrong way. In fact, we've already talked about this. Okay. I already had a conversation with him because I thought...
Was it the first date?
Yeah, it was actually. It was in my Disney
about kids.
Questionnaire.
Can we just talk about Epcot and which way you go around?
He says that he usually goes the wrong way, but he will convert for me. And if that isn't love, then I don't know what is.
Carrie.
I know.
What has been your favourite trip ever?
Not Disney?
Not any trip ever.
I feel like I need to say something that isn't Disney.
Please take us away. We'll come back momentarily.
Okay. All right. Let me think. So I was lucky enough to go on a couple of art trips when I was a kid. And they were both to Italy, funnily enough.
Nice, I approve.
One was to Venice and one was to Florence. And I just, on both of those trips, I think they were maybe like a year or 2 years apart, because I did art for GCSE. And they were so incredible. Going to Venice particularly was just amazing. Seeing, I think it was a place that I'd always wanted to go because, it's so picturesque. You've got the gondolas and you've got, the just gorgeous architecture and the museums. And it was just so beautiful. And we went to, I think it's called Murano, the island that makes the glass. And I remember it was also like high tide at the time as well. So you had to walk on these like boards that were put up on platforms, and it was just amazing. I just loved it so much. And of course, because it was an art trip, a school trip, I was there with all my friends as well. So it was just a lot of fun to be abroad with a bunch of mates when I was like 16 years old. Yeah,
because it's a very different kind of travelling that as well.
Yeah.
When like school trips, brilliant memories are made. It's like having an extended playtime.
Yeah. And it doesn't end, because then you get to have like sleepovers in the evening at whatever place you're staying at.
Yeah. What do you pack in your travel bag for the plane?
Oh, see, this is where I've inherited everything from mum.
Okay.
So I'm one of those travel people where everyone else just goes, Carrie will sort it. Carrie will deal with it. So I even bought myself something the other day. I bought myself one of those little like travel pouches where you put your boarding pass in one thing, you put your passport in the other, have like all your I print out everything. I have a wadge of paper about like 3 inches thick when I go on a plane, because I've printed out everything that I could possibly need, and then I will put it. I'm like Monica from Friends, where she's got everything in the order that she will need it. I'm like that. And a book is a must, and a notebook. I will never go on a holiday without a notebook, because I know what I'm like. I will have like the most genius idea of my life and then not have anywhere to write it down on a holiday, and then by the time I'm home I've forgotten it.
And also it's just not quite the same, is it, writing that thought in your phone?
No.
There's something more creative about writing it because the thoughts almost keep coming as you're...
And I turn
even though I can't read my writing when I then look back at it. Like,
I turn into someone from a movie, though. Like, I think, like, if I'm like somewhere in, like, Croatia and I have this idea and I'm like, oh, this is a montage from a movie. I can hear the soundtrack playing in the background, like, in my head as I write this idea down. And then in the montage, I come home and it was, like, a genius idea and I've won a Nobel Prize. Like...
Like, you're changing the world with your ideas.
Yeah, everything's, like, romanticised and I'm on holiday and then I get home and read it and it's, like, the worst idea I've ever had and it never goes. I just ripped that page out my notebook, embarrassed that I ever wrote it down.
I have the same thing. I almost feel incomplete without a notebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
have
odd.
to have a notebook.
Yeah. Kindle or no?
I've recently gotten into a Kindle, yeah. I really enjoyed having it on. I went on holiday to Croatia earlier this year and that was like a proper beach holiday. Don't do anything.
It was such a beach holiday.
Go on. No, go on, you can say it.
You enjoyed a bit of time on a nudist beach.
We did. For the first time in my life, we went to a nudist bathing area. And the best part about it was that there was no one else there.
Right.
So it wasn't like going to
I can imagine you both, and you probably were very adult about it.
We were.
And I was 38 and I should be better than this. But I can imagine it being very giggly.
Yeah, it was super giggly. And every time, because it was like by the sea. So every time a boat went past, I was like, ooh, suddenly pulling the towel off over myself. It was very funny, but then like there were like ladders that were built into the sea in this area.
Yeah.
So it was like encouraging you to like swim naked in the sea, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever done. It was incredible.
Do you arrive to a nudist beach clothed?
Yes.
And then you don't
strip off in your hotel room and walk there
just
through the lobby.
It's a question I've never asked. So
no, we went clothed, and then
did you swim in the sea naked?
Yeah.
But that was amazing.
It was incredible. It was so and the fact that there was like no one else there as well. There was like one other couple that we saw there in the whole holiday.
Yeah.
It was so good.
My next question, we're now going on to Disney, Carrie. This is the time that we're properly meant to talk about Walt Disney World, even though we have.
I know, I'm sorry.
We're going on to Disney. I mean, I just wonder if you could tell me, how much of a Disney fan would you say you are?
I don't know how to quantify that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, G. I mean, I'm not like an ultra Disney fan where it's like my personality, and I will go to other places, like you know, I will book trips to other places around the world, but I do really, really love it.
Do you have a favourite film or character?
Oh, it changes all the time, but Daisy Duck.
She's a pretty...
I love her.
I wore this today just for you.
I love her so much.
My jumper is a Daisy Duck jumper.
And this is a new thing. That jumper is iconic, G. She's so great. But she's such an iconic character, and I feel like...
What is it about her that you love?
Well, she's so sassy, and I feel like she's a bit more of like an adult Disney character. You know what I mean? I feel like she's got that sort of like sass and she's in the cartoon. She's always like the voice of reason. She's always like the straight talking one who just like gets to the point. Whilst Mickey and Goofy and Donald are faffing about doing something silly, Minnie and Daisy are always the ones that like will sort it out.
Yeah. Favorite Disney movie? You can say one today. We won't hold you to it. You can change it tomorrow.
It's got to be Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Really?
Yeah, I love it so much. And every time I watch it, it just gets better. And it's got the villain in it that I'm scared of the most.
Oh, interesting.
Frollo. Because he's human. He's not like Ursula or Maleficent where they're evil because they have like magical powers. He's just a bad human.
Yeah.
And that's scarier to me than someone who's got like magical powers who uses them for evil. And also, it's a Victor Hugo book. And, you know, Victor Hugo, Les Mis, there's a connection. Got to root for Victor Hugo when I can.
Walt Disney Company turns 100 this year.
Yep.
Do you have like a specific wonderful memory of Disney?
I must have been about 13 or 14. We were in Disney World. We were in Epcot, which is my favourite park. And it was just me, Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad went off to the toilet and I was sat on a bench near... Where was I? I must have been in Germany. And all I heard was... And I was like, what is that noise? And all of a sudden, this gate opened next to me and Snow White and all 7 dwarves marched out. And it was early in the morning, so there was no one around. So Mum and Dad came back from the toilet and I was playing hide and seek with Bashful. And I've got this amazing picture that I don't know where it's gone, but I've got like an old disposable camera photo of me and Bashful like either side of a tree. Because it was just like, there was no one around, so I just got to play with the 7 dwarves for like 10 minutes. So good. So good. And it's like magical moments like that you never get anywhere other than Disney.
You don't. You really don't.
Yeah, it is just that like Disney magic that isn't just in the attractions and isn't just in the restaurants and whatnot. It's in just the place itself.
Carrie, I think you might be our first guest who has been to Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris, and on a Disney cruise.
That's exciting.
You've got the triple whammy.
Yes.
You know, you're like triple threat. You're the triple threat of the of the Disney
World.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, the cruise.
Well,
My
then what's
God.
interesting about that is that for you've loved Disney for decades and that Walt Disney World experience. You've loved going to Paris, but the cruise was something completely
that I'd never
new.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's because you don't think about it being as Disney-fied as going to Walt Disney World. And if you're going to have a Disney holiday, I always thought, well, you go to one of the parks.
Yeah.
And then we did the cruise and I was like, oh no. Oh no, this is exactly what I would want from a Disney holiday. And also kind of like to the nth degree from what I would want for a holiday. Like my perfect holiday is something that's relaxing, but mixed with something fun and doing something sort of exploring somewhere or whatnot. So doing that cruise on the Disney Wish, where we had the relaxation of being at sea and, lounging in the sun and, getting coffee and just chilling out.
Going to Castaway Cay.
And then, but then going to Castaway Cay and going to the Bahamas. Like, I'd never been to the Bahamas before. And, like, swimming in the sea. And, it was just so great. And then on board the ship, having all of those, like, amazing bars, the, like, unbelievable restaurants. Oh, it was just so great.
What did you think it was going to be like before you got on?
I don't know. I don't think I had any expectations, but I just didn't expect it to be that sort of perfect mix of having a relaxing holiday. And, there are places on board the ship that aren't as like Disney amplified. And you can just go to a bar and have a drink without someone singing It's a Small World in your ear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if you want that Disney experience, there's like a million places on board the ship where you can go and have that.
I mean, it was all just incredible.
It was so good.
How many times do you reckon you've done Disney in total? So cruise, Paris, Florida.
So I think Walt Disney World, I've been to 23 or 24 times.
Blimey.
Disneyland Paris, I've been to 3 times. This will be my 4th time there. I've been to LA once. And the cruise. So whatever that is, added up. I can't do maths. And I lost count.
Is there something that you always have to get?
Funnel cake.
Yeah.
Funnel cake is always my go-to. Funnel cake and one of them massive toffee apples. Because they are ridiculous, those toffee apples. So good. Gee, they're so good.
Let's talk about food, because obviously over the years, food in Walt Disney World has changed
Really
dramatically.
changed,
And there are so many amazing places to eat.
Yeah. They've got some of the best chefs working in Disney.
Yeah.
It's like going to like the Be Our Guest restaurant. The food in there is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, get the best steak, and the way that the cuisine is always like themed as well. So it's like French cuisine in the Be Our Guest restaurant because Belle's from France. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the Food and Wine Festival as well in Epcot it's one of my favorite times of year to go because they have the Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all of these amazing little stalls pop up where you can get snacks for like $5 or $6. And they're just so good and they're so sort of authentic.
Yeah.
I just love it.
There's so much amazing food there.
There's nothing you can't get within the realms of Disney. And even on the cruise. The food on the cruise. I can't. What was it called? It was in the Marvel restaurant. And it was called something like Mystic Pasta because it was all like Marvel themed. And it's maybe the best pasta I've ever had.
Oh my God.
It was so, so good. I think about it every now and again.
Do you?
Yeah, every now and again I'm like, oh, what do I fancy? I want that pasta I had on the cruise. It was Disney magic, that pasta, I think.
Now, Carrie.
Yes.
This is the big bit.
Okay, I'm ready.
I am going to take you somewhere.
Okay.
We're going on your dream Disney day. You can wake up in either, I know, Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris, or on a Disney cruise. Where are you taking us?
I'm going to do the cruise, G.
Amazing.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it because I feel like it's new. It's exciting.
It is, absolutely. So are we waking up on the Wish? I would take it.
Yes, we are waking up on the Wish. And I'm so excited to go to Castaway Cay again. I loved Castaway Cay so much.
So have we just docked in the Bahamas then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's that morning. Although I do love being announced. Oh no, G.
Oh,
what do I do?
You know what? You can do anything you like.
Can I do anything?
Yeah.
So one of my favourite things about going on the cruise is being introduced.
It was very regal.
It felt very regal, but I cried. And I didn't want to like cry in front of everyone. So I was like, it's really, like crying behind you, like trying to blink back tears. Because it's just so special and so exciting. And having like all of your group together and just to be like, and everyone claps. Oh, it's so good. It's just so great. And it
Do
feels
your best impression of it.
Of the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen of the Disney Wish, please welcome the Fletchers! I love it so much. All the clapping. It's just... Yay! And I love that everyone who's sort of like around gets on board as well. Like when we were stood watching other people get introduced, we were all like, yay! Woo, welcome to the ship! Like we worked there. It was so magical. And I feel like it's like the perfect welcome to a Disney holiday or to a Disney day. Being introduced.
Oh, and then you go into the atrium and there's people waving.
Yeah, there's Disney princesses and princes waving at you as you walk in, and then someone comes out and makes you cast a wish, and then all the lights go up the wall and the chandelier sparkles. Like, I mean, it's like the ultimate Disney experience.
Yeah.
The ultimate Disney magical moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the rooms as well were so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. So we're waking up in your room.
Yeah, I'm going to open my balcony doors and I'm going to see Castaway Cay in front of me, and the sun's going to be shining.
That is a beautiful morning.
It was
when you wake up and the Bahamas
it's just
are
there.
right there.
It's just there. It's incredible. And you see people like getting off the ship and like going to start their adventure on Castaway Cay. And like when I was a kid, hearing that, you know, Disney's got their own island.
Oh, I remember it being a big old thing. Like, oh, what?
Yeah.
How?
So when I heard that we were going, I was like absolutely beside myself that we got to go and see Castaway Cay. Just amazing. So yeah, opening balcony doors, seeing the Bahamas there, and getting excited about having like what I'm going to have for breakfast.
Talk me through your breakfast.
Well, I'm one of these people that wakes up hungry. Like every day, I wake up hungry. So I'm going to have Mickey waffles, G. Because Mickey waffles are a staple. You've got to have, and maybe like a little side of bacon as well. Like the crispy American streaky bacon with loads of maple syrup. Because in my imagination, there are no calories.
Mate, it's a dream Disney day. And now are you feeling full? Are you ready to start?
I am, but first, before I get off the ship, I'm going on Aquamouse.
Yes.
Aquamouse was so good. It was so good.
Did you think it would be like what it is?
No, I don't. Even when I like saw it, because you can see the slide when you're just stood on deck.
Yeah.
But then when you're on it, it's so fast. It's so quick.
It's an attraction.
It's a proper attraction.
Yes.
And it's long as well. It feels like you're riding it for like a substantial amount of time. It's not one of those slides where you're like, all of a sudden you're at the bottom and you've got water up your nose.
Yeah.
It's like a proper ride.
Yeah.
And the beginning of it is so much fun with the cartoons as you go up and you see like the new Disney cartoons as you're riding up, and it's like a proper story as well about how like all the ice is melting and now the ice is washing you away down the slide.
Yeah.
And it's got ups, it's got downs, it's got a bit where you feel like you're going to go overboard because it goes off the side of the ship.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite a ride, and it's Disney's first attraction at sea.
I mean, so cool.
Yes. And that feeling of almost going off the edge.
Yeah.
That is just so thrilling.
And I remember when Tom went on it ahead of me and you, and we were behind him on the same dinghy, and he said we sounded like Minnie and Daisy going on a ride together.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, we've been on Aquamouse. What next?
Okay, now we're gonna disembark.
Okay.
And we're gonna go on to Castaway Cay.
Nice.
We're gonna go onto the island, and we're gonna start before we do anything with a 5kg. And this time I'm actually gonna run it because last time I walked it.
Well, to be honest, I think we took our time getting off last time, so it was quite hot.
It was like 37 degrees.
Yeah, and we did a 5k.
Yeah. And then we get our new medal at the end of it. But also there's someone waiting there with pina coladas for us as well.
Nice.
And then we go to our little cabana, our little private cabana with hammocks and the sea just there. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then we just sit and drink cocktails all day.
Nice.
And have a little swim in the sea. We go and have some nice lunch.
Yes.
Just chill for the whole day. But then being very excited about the fact that we get back on board later on and we're going to go to Arendelle.
Oh,
because that was my favourite.
Arendelle.
I loved it so much. I think my food was my favourite food was the Marvel kitchen.
Yeah, that was
the
pretty
Marvel
special,
restaurant.
yeah.
But Arendelle, that experience, the performers, the musicians.
Because you don't know what it's going to be like when you go in there.
No.
You don't know how the storytelling is going to be structured,
Yeah.
what that story's going to be. And actually, the 3 musicians,
they were mind-blowing.
so
Her voice
good.
was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was so, but the thing was, it wasn't like Elsa and Anna come out and perform a song. It was like a celebration of Frozen as opposed to like watching the Frozen show, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which meant that you could sort of like sit and have a chat, but then still sort of like be listening to what was going on. Because it wasn't like you had to sit and follow a story.
Yeah.
But then the characters would come round the table and like Olaf would come round and chat to you for a bit. And the fact that you've got the same servers with you as well. I just love it so much.
I have to say, one of the things that I love about going to Disney with you is seeing you with characters, because I just see the 10-year-old Carrie that I
Yeah.
first met.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even younger. Like, your inner child is on your face instantly.
And I think that's a new thing as well.
Do you?
I think in the last sort of like 5 years, I've really suddenly loved meeting the characters.
Yeah. I love that.
I think it's great, especially Daisy. I just love her so much. She's my fave.
So we've gone to Arendelle for dinner.
Yep.
What next?
Well, we are going to go to the Rose Bar
Oh, good.
because I feel like there were lots of cocktails there that we didn't try that we could have that were really good. Either there or the Bayou, because I loved the Bayou as well.
That was brilliant.
And we had that Moe on ice.
Which I'd never heard of before.
Unbelievable. And it was so good. So nice. And what was it? Tom, you and Tom are also on this trip. So we'll drop Tom off at the Hyperspace Lounge.
I mean,
we'll get rid of him for a couple of hours.
I've never seen him so happy as when we. Well, maybe Joyful Sweets was up there as well.
Yeah, we'll get him an ice cream, drop him off at the Hyperspace Lounge, and then me and you will go for a little chat at the Bayou.
There you go. It's only outdoor. We'll see him stumble
Yeah.
out because the cocktails in there are so
Yeah.
strong.
But then, G, what we're going to do
Yeah.
is we're going to go and pick up Tom again,
Yeah.
and we're going to go and do a silent disco.
Now, you were so pessimistic about this silent disco.
I was. Because couldn't get my head around the fact that we were all there together,
Yeah.
but technically apart.
Yep.
And I wanted to take off my headphones and listen to one song together. I wanted it to be like a collective experience.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get my head around the separation between listening to different songs, but I wanted you to be listening to what I was listening to. And then when we were like, oh, let's all just be on the same channel, I was like, well, then let's just take off our headphones and listen to the song out loud.
No, because there's something really special about a silent disco where it's just so freeing. You know, I
Yeah.
feel like the music is literally in you in a
Yeah.
different way, and people dance and people sing, and
But the
it's that
reason I
thing
wanna
of listen to
go-
this song.
The reason I want to go is because I've never seen Tom like that. I have never seen my brother dance and sing so wildly and loudly that I need to experience that again. And also, I found my fun in standing back a little bit and taking my headphones off and listening to the noise of everyone.
Oh, no, you never
silently
wanna
dancing.
listen to the
No,
noise.
I enjoyed that so much.
I'm really proud, I'm really pleased that you want more silent disco in your life.
I think it's because you enjoyed it so much, and I loved watching you have the time of your life. I loved watching my brother become this other human that I'd never met before. And now that I look back on it, I was like, oh, actually, that was a lot of fun. But also, then we went and did the pirate night. The pirate party was like so
It blows
great.
my mind that we're in the middle of the sea.
And there's fireworks.
Yeah.
Eh? Like so great. And then Captain Jack Sparrow, like abseiling down from like the tallest mast of the thing. Like, it's just so great.
And it being like almost a, would you call it rock? Would you call it soft rock? Like
Yeah.
everyone just bouncing around,
like singing rock songs.
Yeah.
And at sea, so it felt like we were all actually pirates. So good.
Are we having any snacks or anything else before we go to bed?
Well, I mean, I was going to say, what would they do that late at night? But it's my fantasy, so we can have anything. So I'm going to have a funnel cake.
Why not?
I'm going to have a funnel cake.
Why not?
If they've got a
and
funnel
if they
cake
don't do
there-
them on the cruise, then we'll get it flown in from
Yeah.
Walt Disney World.
Yeah. And also, I
I'll do
want
that
to
for
go
you.
to bed on my dream day knowing that the following day we go back to Walt Disney World. And more fun starts again.
Oh, I love that. Forward planning on your dream Disney
Yeah.
day. It's like having the genie giving you wishes and you
Yeah.
wishing for more. So
Yeah.
you've just given yourself an
Yeah.
extra. How many days are you going to spend in Walt Disney World?
I mean, 3 months. Why not?
Granted.
It's my dream.
Okay.
It's my brain.
Right, we are now on to a very serious round.
Okay.
This is the Lightning McQueen quick fire round.
Okay.
I'm going to give you two options at lightning speed.
Okay.
And you're going to give me your preferred answer, the preferred one, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Cinderella or Ray?
Ray.
Mickey waffle or funnel cake?
Funnel cake.
Thrill ride or character meet and greet?
Character meet and greet.
Poncho and water rides or get soaked?
Get soaked.
Planner or play by ear?
Oh, no. I'm going to plan.
Okay. Flight of passage or It's a Small World?
Flight of passage.
Happily Ever After or Phantasmic?
Phantasmic.
Disney merch or holiday attire?
Disney merch.
Dance at the parade or video it all?
Oh, no, you got to dance.
Yeah. Thrill seeker or bag holder?
Thrill seeker.
Parks by day or parks by night?
Parks by day.
Carrie, I absolutely loved this chat. Thank you so much.
I'm so pleased you asked me to be here.
Oh, I just can't wait for us to go back.
I know.
I feel like as we get older, as our family grows, it's that thing of, and I think that's why it's such an emotional experience.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's ever a Fletcher Disney trip where all of us don't cry.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised I haven't cried here. I feel like I've avoided anything emotional about Disney because I've cried every episode of this I've listened to. I have cried.
Really?
To the point where I was listening to Davina's one, and I was on a run, and I had to stop running because I was.
Was it the chewy bit?
I couldn't. It was the Cinderella bit when she was talking about watching Cinderella for the first time. I had to stop running because I couldn't breathe because I was sobbing.
Yeah.
So I'm so pleased that I didn't cry.
Why does
podcast.
Disney mean so much to you?
Why ask that now when I've just said I don't want to cry, G?
I want to know.
It's the way it makes me feel. It's like I've never felt so inspired and so creative than when I'm either watching a Disney movie or in a Disney park. And every time I go to Disney, I come back feeling like I want to take on the world because I'm so inspired by everything I've seen, whether it's watching the kids get excited about something or whether it's being like completely mind blown by a ride and how incredible it is, whether it's the technology or the idea behind it. And it's then going, I want to do something like that, or I want to make my mark on the world, or I want to make someone feel like Disney's just made me feel. And I just love that feeling. I can't get enough of that feeling. I feel like I'm constantly chasing the way. It's not even necessarily Disney and what it is. It's the way that Disney makes me feel. And that's why I keep going back.
Do you think that feeling is also one of everyone having a place? I think we can go through life and feel a bit lost.
Yeah.
And if there's something very welcoming
and uniting as well. Like everyone's nice to each other in Disney. And not even like the cast members. It's the people who are all experiencing this happy place who are then just nice to each other because they're experiencing this like joy together.
I mean, you just wait till you go with your bridal ears.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You're going there in a matter of days.
I know. Yeah.
You enjoy Disneyland Paris.
Thanks.
Just document it all
I
for
will.
me, please.
I will send it all to the family group.
Yeah, thank you. It'll be like I'm there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Each week on Journey to the Magic, we are joined by our Disney insider, Jamie, for some magical hints and tips. Jamie, what have you got for us this week?
Hi. I am so excited that we have had our first ever Perfect Disney Day on Disney Cruise Line.
I know, isn't it exciting?
I know, I'm so excited. You know I love Disney Cruise. So to continue with this theme and to inspire our listeners a little bit more, I'm going to share some exciting Disney Cruise Line news and tell you all about our itineraries for 2024, as well as some exciting news about Disney's newest island destination, Lighthouse Point.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about this.
First up, I am super happy to share that the Disney Dream will return to Europe in summer 2024 to favourite destinations, including a longer UK season. Ooh. I know. Well, you asked and we listened. So due to popular demand, and for the first time ever, we have some very special 3, 4 and 5 night round trip sailings from Southampton, visiting destinations in Spain and France. Now, I know I've already talked about the convenience factor of no-fly cruises before, and I do really enjoy not having to fly and you can just step off a train or park your car. It's very convenient, but it really does take the hassle out of traveling.
Yeah.
So Southampton is the perfect point, and it's a great starter cruise for people who are kind of curious to dip their toe in the Disney Cruise Line pool. I think they're going to be a great hit with families who want some Disney magic and don't want to fly. So
Yeah. When in the summer, are there any dates that we should look out for?
there are some dates.
Ooh.
So there are 5 of these shorter sailings, and they will be sailing in the August school holiday period, starting from the 12th of August, and the last departure is on the 27th of August.
Nice.
So perfect school holiday time, like great little short break. I know 6 weeks is a long time to have kids off school. So, it's a great little couple of day trip just to give them some Disney magic if you can't fly to Florida or can't make it to Paris.
Amazing.
There was so much demand for the shorter UK sailings that we have on offer this summer that we really tried to create something bespoke for the UK market next summer, which is why we've placed them in the UK school holidays in August. We've also offered a variety of lengths, so whether you want a 3, 4 or 5 night, as well as a variety of destinations, including La Rochelle in France, Zeebrugge in Belgium, and Bilbao and La Coruna in Spain. So,
Amazing.
yeah. Shall I help you book one?
Yes, please, Jamie.
And then on top of the longer UK season, the Disney Dream will also be sailing from Barcelona and Rome to ports of call throughout the Mediterranean on a range of 3 to 12 night sailings. And alongside the shorter UK sailings, the Disney Dream will sail directly from Southampton to destinations including the British Isles, Norway and Iceland. So there's lots of options to choose from.
Yeah, you can really go exploring. I love it. And what about destinations across the pond?
So in summer 2024, guests sailing from Fort Lauderdale in Florida on our ship, the Disney Magic, my favourite ship, will visit Disney's all-new island destination in the Bahamas, Lighthouse Point.
I'm so excited about this. Tell me more.
I'm as excited as you. I can't wait to see this.
Have there been any pictures or anything of it yet?
There have been a little bit, but I can share a little bit more with you now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Lighthouse Point is a vibrant island retreat, purposefully designed to be a unique fusion of Disney experiences and Bohemian culture. So you can expect from a Disney destination, family fun on the beach, adults-only relaxation areas, areas just for kids, complimentary lunch, beach chairs and umbrellas to relax, with plenty of water slides, activities, and so much more.
Oh, I mean, it sounds perfect.
Doesn't it? Shall we go?
Shall we?
Let's go.
Well, talking about that, how do you choose which ship and which itinerary to go on?
Well, that's probably why I've been on so many cruises.
Right.
I quite often can't decide which one, so I do all of them.
Oh, I don't know. Just let's do them all.
I know. But each ship offers something different. So we have the Magic class ships, which are the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder, and they have unique offerings. And then we also have the Disney Dream and the Disney Fantasy, which are the Dream class ships. They offer something even more different. And then we have the Disney Wish, which you've experienced, and offers something completely different to those as well, all while still keeping that Disney Cruise Line theme of, family entertainment and just high-class, great food.
This sounds like an amazing new destination to visit in the Bahamas.
Yeah, it is. And it's going to be. There's going to be lots of Bohemian experiences on offer too, from exploring Bohemian art, culture and nature through experiences especially designed for families with local speakers, musicians and artists, as well as port adventures on the island of Eleuthera. And we also have 3 new ships in the pipeline, meaning that our fleet will have more than doubled by 2025.
That is just magical right there, isn't it?
I know. More ships to explore, more ships to sail on.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
You're never going to be home, Jamie.
That's what I love.
And just like that, we've come to the end of another fantastic episode of Journey to the Magic. A huge thanks to Carrie Hope Fletcher. I mean, I could have listened to her talk about her Disney memories all day long. I mean, I will. I'm going to go catch up with her now. There's more Disney talk to be had. Join me next week where I'll be chatting to surprise Disney fan Ramesh Ranganathan.